I speak it though, I speak it though. What's on your mind? What's on your mind is deep though. I speak it though. We on the air, we on the air. Just take it there, I'ma take it there. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Yeah, I'm talking about it, but I'm real about it. I speak on it, but don't catch feels about it. We can chop it up like it's nothing, baby.
What's going on, everybody? We are back here live here in the OT Radio Show. And let me tell y'all, man, I got a special guest here. And I'm going to tell you, when you talk about hip-hop, you have to talk about my man DJ Tephlon from Brooklyn. But my man lives in ATL with over 15 years experience of DJing. And he the DJ of the Bull Berner. And he a businessman. Yeah, y'all seen it. Some of y'all already got the little, you know what I mean, the case, the Tephlon case with the kush in it, already pre-rolled. Y'all seen it. Y'all got it. And y'all seen him on a couple of things. You know, the Jeezy and Gucci versus battle. Yeah, when y'all was watching on Instagram and that DJ for 45 minutes that was killing it. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. And all my people that's down in ATL, y'all know about the Mansion and Dreamz. Yeah, that DJ. Yeah, that's him too. Yeah. And now he getting ready for this upcoming tour, this high school tour. Reunion starting in July 3rd, y'all. With people like his special own Bernie, Snoop, Too Short, Wiz Khalifa, you know what I mean, Warren G. Hey, man, I got him here. The legend, the DJ, my man, DJ Tephlon. What's good, bro? What is good with you, man?
What's good? What's good, OT? How you feeling?
Bro, man, I'm good, man. I can't complain, man. So, yo, man, you know, this is the time, and I know you got a little bit of time on your hands right now because you're getting ready for this upcoming high school reunion tour that's going to be blazing 50 states, 33 days. I mean, how in the world you going to do all that, bro? But first, before we get to that, man, who is DJ Tephlon? That's what I want to know.
DJ Tephlon is, I used to call myself the best closer in the game. Like, my man Prince from ATL Pics here in Atlanta, the big website where you take pictures. He was like, yo, you got to have a moniker. You got to have something you live by. And I was playing live one day, and they had this little cut scene for Kobe Bryant. And they was like, the best closer in the game, something about how Kobe goes off in the fourth quarter, this, that, and the third. And I was like, that's it. Best closer in the game. But then I started DJing for Berner, so I started calling myself the highest DJ on the planet. So it's one is either one or, you know.
Hey, man. Well, listen, bro. You is the best DJ. Call you the closer because you was the closer. You know what I mean? Because you opened it and you closed it. So there it is right there. So, yo, man, when did you know you wanted to be a DJ?
I always had respect for the craft, and I felt like DJs played an important role on how a patron's evening could go. But I actually got into DJing because I was working for it was Dreamz at the time. And because of club politics, the other big promoter was making it where if you DJ'd for him, you couldn't DJ at the other club. And I felt like every spot should have their own person they can count on. So I started trying to make myself that, and it just grew from there.
Wow, dude. Hey, like you said, man, listen, man, the politics in ATL series. A lot of people don't know, but the politics down there is serious down there, man. So doing all that, right? And you love the craft of DJing. Now with how DJ has evolved, how do you feel about how DJ has evolved, dude? Because now it's like instead of carrying all of the turntables and all of the records, now you could just bring a laptop, kill a game right now.
I feel like, you have to embrace technology one way or another. I kind of got lucky and came in as it was shifting away from records and into CDs, like when we were just straight using CDs, CDJs, and you just had a CD booker with CDs on it, and then it transferred over into the computer age. But who wants to carry a whole bunch of crates? Like crates is heavy. Like I used to help my homeboys who DJ carry crates. Crates is heavy. It's just like kind of organizing your records. It's just a lot. So it streamlines and makes the process faster. You don't
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
this way.
That's a fact on that too.
So it allows you more time to work on the art and the skill of actually DJ.
Hmm. So how did you and Bernie hook up?
The owner of the club where I started at, he knew Berner from being out on the West Coast, and we had another friend that who passed away, and Berner had another DJ who shifted out of DJing, and he had a tour. It was the Smokers Club tour. I think it was 8 years ago, 9 years. No, it was probably 9 years ago now. And Berner was like, "Yo," he's talking to my homeboy who had the club. He was like, "Yo, I really want to bring Teph on tour, but it's not, I'm not getting paid a super duper lot, but I don't want to like disrespect them." And my homeboy owned the club was just pretty much like, "When does tour start? Monday, he'll be there." And then called me and was like, "Yo, call Berner. Tour starts on Monday. He can't pay you a lot, but I think you should go."
Mm. Wow. Hey, dude, that's respect right there, man. That's definitely respect. I can't even front on that. Now, let's talk about you being this businessman, cause you know what I mean. So you got the Telphon case, right?
I
And
do.
a lot of people, I seen a couple of people that I know that do have it, that did with
Okay.
it, right?
Okay.
And a lot of people say that it's perfect for their kush that's already rolled. Now, what made you come up with saying, "Hey, they need this case"? What was that day? I gotta know the date. I gotta know the day that you said, "You know what? We gotta have a case for this right here."
Okay. First off, like DJing for Berner, who's probably the most
Gas
innovative,
out.
like the most innovative person in the legal marijuana space. Like he turned a strand into a clothing line into a lifestyle brand. So he has a whole bunch of little gadgets. If you ever go to cookiessf.com, he has a whole bunch of gadgets for, consuming or traveling with weed.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have a case. And like for example, we go on tour and just to pass time, we might sit down and roll 20, 30 joints, some to throw in the crowd, some to smoke. And we would put joints in a red cup and walk around with like four different red cups with different strands in them and hand out joints. And just like being a DJ, I hated, even though I mastered rolling and DJing at the same time, I used to like the pre-roll and bring them
Mm-hmm.
with me. And like everything was either super big and bulky or it wasn't gonna keep the joints from getting crushed. Like you put, joints in the little cone packaging, you put it in your book bag the wrong way, it's gonna smash up your joint. So I kind of went on a mission trying to find something that was cool to put a case in. I mean, to put your joints in it. And I came across this, and then the idea kind of just wrote like not rotated, but grew from there. And then one day I got him like the mock-ups done, and I showed it to Berner. And he was like, "Yo, the game's been missing something to put your joints in, something pocket size. Like it's
Yeah.
an Altoid case." And then if you know people who are into the weed culture, they like to support the brands that they smoke. So it started with just a case and perhaps me trying to sell it to Cookies, or not sell it to Cookies, but give it to Cookies or give it to Gas House, which is the owner of Dreamz, Felix Murray Company. I kind of evolved it into, how about it's mine and I pay them licensing fees, and everybody was super supportive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was about to ask you, man, how did you come in? You know what I mean? How did you and Glass House, definitely collab with this, like conjunction with it? How did that happen?
I I've worked, the owner, one of the owners of Gas House was the owner of Dream. So
Mm-hmm.
I've worked for him for years. So like I've helped Gas House along the way with just coming up with their identity and their footprint in the weed game. So when I kind of had the idea, he was the one that was like, because at first I was like, "Yo, we should do these Gas House cases," because I'm always trying to come up with new things for them to have and put out merch wise. And then as I thought the process out, I was like, I want to do these cases, and then
Mm-hmm.
do like certain Gas House strands. And he was like, "I like that even better for you." So
Mm-hmm.
like him and Berner were both extremely supportive in First, it being something I thought, well, if I give this to Cookie, I give this idea to Gas House, they could sell 1 million of these and I can get my little cut. And I evolved the idea of just watching the businessmen that I hang out with and follow into it being my idea. And I'll do a collaboration with you and then pay you for licensing fee. And both of them was like, that's actually better than, trying to get a middleman piece for this idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, you know what, man? That's good people that look out for people, bro. Because they could have just took it and just like, all right, you know what I mean? We give you this little cut and that was it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, they looking out for your legacy, your idea, your legacy. Basically.
Right.
Period, point blank. So, yo, man, let's talk about this upcoming tour, bro. How are you getting prepared for this? Because Berner, marijuana. Snoop, same thing. Wiz, same thing, bro. It's gonna be a Gas House joint up in there, bro. Like,
I'm a little lucky because Berner, it was Wiz Khalifa, Joey Badass, Berner, and Smoke DZA. We did like a 7-day tour right around 420. So that gave me that, like, if tour is gonna be anything like the other tour, I already know what to expect. And I've kind of just to get my lungs right so I won't be passing out nowhere, getting caught on camera. I've stepped my smoking up maybe 20% just so I could, get my lungs prepared for what's about to go
on. Bro, I'm telling you, man. Now listen, I need to find out who the catering company is, bro, because y'all gonna be lit and hungry at the same time, bro. For real.
Big shout out to catering and all the venues, because most venues got bomb catering, and I appreciate it so much because we just get super loaded and then go to catering and go back and get loaded and do the show.
Right. So let's talk about that. How do you prepare for it, man? Because this gonna be a tour, man. That's gonna be off the chain, man. Like y'all gonna be everywhere, bro.
I feel like tour clubs, like tour at some Burners DJ and clubs is kind of the same thing. Just make sure I'm ready. Like more importantly for me is making sure I have everything just in case something goes bad. Like if my computer crashes, having my second computer or having the jump drive, like just more concerned about the things that can happen at a live show and not letting the show, like letting the crowd know that it's a hiccup. Like me and him, that's point guard and center. I know where he likes the ball, so I don't have to struggle with that. I'd be more concerned of what happens if my computer just crashes. Like this shit is electronics, and anything could happen at any time. But what happens if it crashes and it's 15,000 people watching us? What do we do from there? So just making sure I'm prepared for the little bumps in the road if they happen is more my concern.
Well, y'all starting off in Canada. Whoo, that's gonna be lit as his own.
Yeah, Canada. Actually, this will be my first time going to Canada. We've been on tour before, and I've not been able to get into Canada because I had a little weed charge here in the South. Right. Weed is still illegal, so I had a possession less than an ounce, first time offenders kind of situation that don't show up on my record. But Canada's whatever they pull, they wouldn't let me in. But now that weed in Canada is federally illegal, I can get in with no problem.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, man, when I went to Canada, bro, they told me to pull over to this little office zone, get out the car, and the boys are searching the car. I'm like, yo, like, what's up? It's like, all right, so where you going? I'm like,
what you doing? How long you gonna be here? Like when we go to when the tour goes to Canada, we usually go to Canada from Seattle going to Vancouver or Toronto. I mean, not Denver, Detroit going to Toronto. We leave the bus, and only the people that we know can get into Canada, they'll rent a car, drive up to Canada, do the show, come right back. Like we've never took the tour bus up to Canada,
bro.
Like it's usually 4 or 5 people who can get in Canada from off our bus anyway. Like the bus driver, the merch dude, the cameraman, and Berner is the only 4 people that can get in Canada. So usually we lead the bus, they lead the buses. We kind of have a day off. They go up, come back, and that's how it happens. So this would be my first time being one of the people who can get in.
Oh man, listen, man, you're gonna have a ball up there, bro. It's gonna be a ball to remember up there, man. You know what I mean? So now, like, you're gonna be hitting your hometown too, man, New York, stuff like that. How was that reunion gonna be?
This will be my first major tour. I've been to New York 3 or 4 times. Berner, like just as a DJ, like Berner's
Right.
had some shows. We've had some tours. We was on a tour, but this will be the biggest tour that I'm on, and we're in Barclays. I'm
Yeah.
kind of excited because like I didn't start DJing until I moved here. So to go back, even though I don't may not keep up with a whole bunch of people that I know, just to go back where I'm from as something else is kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. So, yo, man, besides the touring that's about to happen, you know, besides the Teflon case, what else do people know or don't know about you that will be like a little shock to them? You know what I mean?
Let's see, something that shocks. Okay, the company Gas House.
Mm-hmm.
I do right now currently a whole lot of marketing for them. Like I've designed their merch line. I do a lot of behind the scenes work. Not everybody knows the extent of me and Felix's relationship, but a lot of like it always trips me out to see a T-shirt I designed and somebody wearing it and not know I designed it, or even packaging. Because my first job in the club industry was street team that led into doing flyers. Designing the flyers like designing some weed packaging. I've
Right.
designed weed packaging, so it trips me out to see people pulling out some weed that the packaging that I designed
Mm-hmm.
and using it. And even funnier is to see some packaging that I designed bootleg,
Mm.
because there's the legal market and the black market kind of replicates what the legal market do. So it
Yeah.
actually is interesting. I've seen my bags in smoke shops before.
Wow.
Something that nobody knew I designed, and I'll be in the smoke shop and there's some gas house bags for a certain strand that I've designed that they're bootlegging for the black market. I actually think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, 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 because they always say you don't make it until you got a bootleg.
Right.
Plain and simple, because you know that for sure. Till
Yeah.
somebody
So
bootleg shit. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So it's like 4 or 5 strands that's in dispensaries that they've tried to replicate on the black market that I've designed packaging for.
Hmm.
And I ain't even gonna get into the ones that I've done, but
Yeah,
it trips me out that yeah, that's my design.
man. So, question about that. How do you come up with these designs, dude?
Um for me, I do a lot of research. Like I'm always taking the bags from the just like I go to the dispensaries. I get a lot of bud from the different dispensaries. I just kind of observe and look at different bags and kind of take it from there. And then also when you're giving me the idea of what the strand is called, I can develop it from there. But I do a lot of even for far as black market bags like New York, their design bag, their design game on what like old school logos they flip is phenomenal. So like I just get a lot of packaging and like go from there.
Now, you being a family man too, bro. How do you know what I mean? Balance all that out too, man. Because you're all about family too. So how do you balance everything out?
Um, it's I mean, that's every I ain't even gonna say man, that's every person in life's kind of struggle is work-life balance. Just, try to commit because I feel you can't if you don't work, you don't eat. So work is
Hmm.
important, but then spending time with your loved ones is also important. So it's trying to find the median. It's trying to, work hard when you can so you can take the time off when you need to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's true, man. Because I don't think a lot of people understand that concept. What you just said, man. Because a lot of people, I want this person to have it to be the go getter, but then all of a sudden, guess what? He is a go getter. He don't spend no time with it. I mean, he always want to go. Hey, what you want to do?
So like for me, I make everything I can when I can.
Yeah.
Like unless it's a funeral, a death in the family, something ultra important, or like it was XYZ's wedding that I'm in that they made plans for before tour started. Once I'm locked in for tour, I might have to miss whatever's going on in those 50 days. But you know that when I'm not on tour and I can make it, I'm there. So it's and it's also, having the people around you aware that you're trying.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Because there's certain things you can't miss. Like I used to DJ for the University of Georgia and Georgia Tech. I can't miss those games.
Sure can't.
Like not even because of wanting to get paid. Like this is a whole production, and I'm a part of the production, from like the cheerleaders to the band to the little presentations they do on the side where they're giving stuff away. Like so and so we giving game balls to the highest boosters. It's a show, and it's a run of show, so I can't let these people down. Like when I worked at the colleges, it was 6 games, home games one year, 7 the next. I'm locked into those 7 games. So unless I'm dead somewhere, how do I tell these people I can't make it?
Right. Now let's talk about that a little bit, man, because Atlanta, Georgia, basically, is lit. But I keep telling people Georgia is more of a college town than an actual NFL town, because them college teams be getting lit, bro. Like seriously, I never went to a Georgia game. I went to a Georgia Tech game, and I seen how lit they get, man. I'm like, dude, this look like some damn NFL for real.
It's funny because when I worked at Georgia first, and the lady I worked for got a promotion to Georgia Tech, and she took me with her. And like at Tech, because I had celebrities pull up on me at practice and stuff, the coach would talk to me often. He was like, explain the logistics to me, because Georgia Tech is in the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Georgia Bulldogs is in Athens, which is about 65, 70 miles away.
Yeah.
How is it that more people travel up there than come to a game that's in the city? And I had to explain to him, I was like, it's kind of plain and simple, because I graduated high school here. I know about 300, 400 people that went to Georgia. Maybe half of those, 60, 70% of those people graduated. I know 3 people that went to Tech.
Dude, listen, man. I mean, hey, man, can you explain it well to me?
Like so even when I wasn't DJing for Georgia, and I've been to Georgia 20, 30 times, going to hang out with friends, homecomings. They used to have a pajama party. Like I knew from out my class, it was at least 150 people that went to Georgia. So I like going up to Georgia for the weekend is like being around town.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm talking about in the 25 years of living here, I know 3 people that went to Georgia Tech.
Listen, man, dude.
Georgia Tech, you gotta be smart.
Like that's real talk, though. That's real talk, man. Because when you think about it, from all the high schools out there in Georgia and everything else, everybody is really going to Georgia. You know what I mean? And like I tell people, I got a couple of friends who's actually, in Georgia that go to a lot of Georgia games and stuff like that, man. And dude, they be showing me the pictures, bro. They be like, listen, man, it should be lit, cuz like it's a party out there, man.
The energy is unmatched. Like when I DJ there, the stadium was at like 98,000 people. Like it's nothing like playing what is it, 7 Nation Army, and you got 90,000 people talking about or clapping their hands, or like the energy is phenomenal. And like Georgia Tech was cool, but like I did Georgia 4 years, Tech 3. The only time Tech sold out was the 2 years, because it was 1 year on, 1 year off. So I got 2 years of the game. Is when we played Georgia.
Yeah.
And their stadium holds about 65,000 people. And I also feel like, not trying to be funny, the Georgia Tech people, they off somewhere making the bag, so they can't always come to the game. Georgia Tech graduates is somewhere running NASA or something, so they can't come home for homecoming as much.
Yo, listen, man. Listen. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's everybody. Let's just go ahead and just call it like it is. That's the truth. You know what I mean? That's definitely the truth. So, man, listen, man, you DJing, family, businessman. What else do you do?
Um, on the low, my one of my secret guilty pleasures is the only people who've known me since before I was DJing. I don't go as much as I like to. I am an avid roller skater.
Mm. All right, all right. Let's talk about this right here. You know, when you say an avid roller skater, are you talking about you backwards, left foot, right foot, spinners, all that good stuff?
At the time the movie ATL was taped, I
Uh
had
huh.
a job and I made too much money at work to be missing work to be in a movie for no for
Uh huh.
like for little money outside of saying, "Oh, that's me right there." But I could have
Yeah.
easily been in ATL.
Say no more. Say no more. Cause I tell you, man, like a lot of people say they know how to skate. A lot of them really don't know how to skate.
Very
You know
true.
what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you know, me growing up, we always went to the skating rink, always, all the time, man. And I tell you, man, those was the good old days. I think right now, and I ain't even going to sugarcoat it. Somebody tried to get me out there this weekend. I told them, hold up, you want to have to wait because my ankles ain't as good as it used to be. But I'm going to get out there probably this weekend and go ahead and do this roller skate thing and show them what it is because
Like
people sleeping on me.
DJ SNS from New York
Uh-huh.
used to DJ the skate keep, the skating ring in New York. He DJ'd the skate keep when I used to go there. He loves to joke and tell people like, "Yo, you know, Tephlon is a skater. Like
Mm-hmm.
for real, a skater. Like that's where I know him from when he was in high school coming skating. Because he was the my whole day in New York was at the skate key. I used to do
Mm-hmm.
7 to what is it, 3 to 7, and 7 to 11, and sometime when I got a little older, I used to do 11 to 3. Whole
Mm-hmm.
day at the skating ring. My whole little allowance, $25-$30 spent at the skating
Those was the days, bro. Those was the days, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, I kind of miss it a little bit. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it, man. You know what I mean? Because when they was like, "Yo, dude," you know, because we all going skating, I was like, "Man, hold up, dude. I got to get my own skates, bro. Like, I got to get the all black on black with the white trimming on the wheels. Like, like that's what I gotta get. I gotta get those. So, listen, man. But yo, one thing I gotta say, man, I appreciate you, man, for joining us here on the show, dude. You know what I mean?
I
You're a legend.
appreciate you having me. Like,
Mhm.
it's always good to talk to cool people and tell my story. Like, my thing is, I didn't start out as a DJ. Like, I kind of worked my way from like in the entertainment, from street team to designing flyers and doing websites to becoming a DJ. I kind of just got with good people, but more importantly, I wasn't trying to let my opportunity go to pass. So if anything, if I could tell people to seize their opportunities, because the opportunity doesn't come in the way you want it to all the time. You got to make it that. Like you might be, man, if I could just do this would change my life, and it may not come the way you want it, but it came. But since you wanted it this way, you didn't pay attention to it coming in another route. So like, I'm a regular person. I just happened to get good at something I thought was cool that I love. So if I can help anybody, do that, it's worth telling the story.
Hey, bro, we appreciate you. We appreciate you definitely telling the story, man. But once again, you know, this is the 50-year anniversary of hip hop. And hey, we gotta talk about the DJs. You one of them, man. So we definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely 100%, man. So before we leave out of here, I always say you family. So I always say welcome to the family. Appreciate you joining us here on the show. Make sure you give everybody all your websites, all your IGs, so let them know.
All right. Well, it says it right there. That's my IG at at DJ_Tephlon. And then my website is Tephlon Tephlon Case. Plain and simple, my name, Case. Check me out there. That's where you can find the cases. Right now, I'm kind of in the transition because I don't know how much longer I want to be DJing in the club. Like I did a club this year. I just wanted to take a time away from that. So I've only been doing concerts and like events in the park, but I miss it. So you might catch me in the club, in your town sooner or later because I still like facilitating people having a good time.
Factuals, bro. Well, listen, everybody, y'all make sure y'all get that Telphon case, because I know half of y'all need it, because half of y'all be walking around, y'all should be broke up. Then it start getting stale and everything. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
That, and as an adult, who wants to roll up in public? Like, it's so easy to go in your pocket, you pull it out, you pop it open, you take it out, you put it in your lips, you put the rest in your pocket. Who wants to be at the bar with a $20 and hoping nobody bumps you? Excuse me, my bad, give me a blunt. Like,
Right.
it's so much easier. And then you don't want to put it on the counter at the bar. They wipe that with all kind of nasty chemicals. You don't want that transposing into your weed. So, just get you a case, be a dope about it.
Factual, because you know what, man? I'm starting to think about it, right? Back granddaddy days, they used to have them little small little cases to put their little J's in, right? So
same thing.
Yup. So all y'all 21 and older, y'all go ahead and get that case, man. Definitely.
And it has other uses. Like I got my gadgets for my cords and my book bag. Like it's a small little case you can put anything in there. It doesn't have to necessarily be for your bud.
Right. All right. Well, y'all heard it here first, here on the OT Radio Show. Hey, man, I appreciate you, family, and I'll be seeing you soon, man, because you will be in the city near me, right across the bridge. I'm in Philly, so you will be right across the bridge. So
in Pittsburgh,
you,
yeah. Make sure you pull up, and I'm gonna try to, because we have a lot of downtime. I'm gonna see if I can't get my man Berner. I was gonna call him by his real name, but everybody be like, "Who is he talking about?" But yeah,
right.
I'm gonna see if I can get my man Berner to come on here and holler at you, and just give the people a little weed game.
Yes, sir. All right, bro. I appreciate you, man. Stay easy out there, man.
I appreciate you having me.
All right, bro. One.
Later.
Oh, y'all. Good show here again. When you talk about hip hop, when you talk about DJ, when you talk about a businessman, you got to talk about DJ Tephlon. Here, he joined me here on the show. We starting it off right, y'all. We starting the week off right. And make sure y'all go ahead and check him out. DJ Tephlon. Y'all see it? Check him out on Instagram. Check him out on Facebook. Check him out everywhere. Make sure y'all go out there and get that case. All y'all grown folk, go ahead and get that case now for the kush. And it could be used for other things too. But who won? And I'm just going to say it. Who won a Stell Kush, y'all? Like, let's go ahead and be honest. Make sure y'all go ahead and get that, get that case. And get ready for that tour. Yes, the high school reunion tour. Starting in July the 30th. Where they're going to be starting off in Canada. Then they're going to be hitting the East Coast, West Coast, the South, the mid-regions. They're going to be all over, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and check it out. Starring, the DJ Berner, DJ Tephlon, Berner, Snoop, Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, Warren G. Hey, man, the tickets is on sale. I think they're on sale now. Down there in Ticketmaster. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and grab those tickets. Check out y'all city. Check out the tour. It's coming to a city near you. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be good. And like I always say, if someone asks you how you doing, you tell them you're doing better than yesterday. And get ready for tomorrow, because I'm going to have on. Mr. Lamont Collins is going to be joining your boy OT here on the show tomorrow, 6:15, where we're going to be talking about 101, the museum. Black History Museum out there in Kentucky. Yes, we'll be having Mr. Lamont Collins going to be joining us on the show tomorrow. Yes, the CEO, the founder of the African Museum is going to be joining. But hey, man, I love y'all. Be good. And thank y'all for watching me here again on the OT Radio Show. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms. Y'all see it right there. Just came up. OT Show. I love y'all. Be good. Peace.